Welcome to Job Reinvented show. Another happy day with another happy entrepreneur. We are here to talk about MLM because I have lots of friends. They always ask about MLM. Me as well. I went to when I wanted to have some extra income. I tried to research about MLM, but I didn't have great resource and information. Then I said it's better I bring somebody who already been there and make some money out of it. And so I have Donna Siino today. She's been in network marketing with more than 3 years, right?
About 3.
So I like to know what is network marketing and why she's doing it, and if it interests you, um, do you want to do it? Why do you want to do it? And is there any failure there, or what is the success rate? Let's just talk about it. Welcome to my show, Donna. Thank
Well,
you
thank
for being
you.
here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. So tell me about your story. Why did you become MLM partner, and what company are you working for, and why did you continue it for 3 years?
Okay, sure. So I was looking for another stream of income to help supplement what we had, but I knew I also wanted to stay home. I didn't want to be out of the house. Looking something I could do on my own terms at my own time, put as much time or as little time as I wanted. Great network marketing. When people ask me why, I always go, why not? It is definitely, without a doubt, the greatest method of wealth creation that I have found. I have, seen many successful entrepreneurs make honestly truckloads of money in this business when you're doing it right. There's low startup costs generally. You could be the CEO of your own business, because that's what you are. When you enter a network marketing company, you become a business owner. You have no trucks, no employees to worry about, no warehouses, usually very little inventory. You are now earning a 1099 as opposed to a W-2, which means you are now taxed at the lowest tax form. When you're an employee and you're working for someone else, you're taxed at the highest tax level. You also are entitled to tax. Well, I'm sure every state is different, but speaking from New Jersey, you're entitled to tax write-offs where you may not have been entitled before. Part of your cell phone bill is now a business expense. Part of your rent or mortgage is now a business expense. You take a friend out to dinner, you talk about the business, that's now a write-off. It is system driven. It gives you time freedom. It's totally debt free. You can run it from anywhere in the world, as long as you have a phone or internet access, at any time at your leisure. So those were some of the things that brought me into this business and kept me there.
Great. So I have some people who are not really confident about MLM because not all the business related to MLM are great. And I know there are some ups and downs, and even for you, it took some time. You get there. You're
Of
doing it
course,
for 3 years, and it took some time.
of
So,
course.
how was it for you? Why didn't you stay there? What keep you there to not give up?
What keeps me in the same company, and it's actually a really good point. Most in our company, our retention rate is 75 to 90% retention rate, which speaks volumes in this company. And I think that's because we have the education behind it. You're never left on your own. There's a free business school, online business school that comes with your enrollment. It is taught at least 3 days a week, sometimes more, by one of our leaders, and they just pour a financial education into you, and that's what you lead with. That's what we're taught to lead with is the financial education. And I'm not sure if every company is doing that. We don't have like income limits. We don't have where a minimum where you're required to make every month. They don't put the stress or pressure on you. They really, they speak to you as the whole person. They feed you, spiritually, emotionally, financially. They, speak to the whole person. And so your mindset is ready and focused, and you know how to present this business in a professional manner.
So tell
Mhm.
me about the concept of MLM. What is MLM?
What is it? It's business driven. You are a business owner. Like the CEO of your own company, and you are looking for other business owners to join you. It's pretty much, I kind of tell people, imagine you're like the CEO of like McDonald's. Your job isn't necessarily just to sell hamburgers. You want to go out and get more McDonald's. So you're looking for other people who will open up other locations for you across, the nation. And in our case, we're globally. Like, and that's kind of the system and the model that we're following.
Okay, what is three big points that make an entrepreneur successful?
What makes an entrepreneur successful? I think you need to have your why. Everyone comes into this business with their why and their reason for coming in. And if that is not, big enough and strong enough to keep you focused, you're not going to see success. I think sometimes we forget how to dream. And when we were little kids, everyone grows up with these big dreams, and then adulthood hits, and we're just focused on, I have to get a job, I got to pay the bills, I got to, and it sometimes leads from paycheck to paycheck. But you need to focus on, the bigger picture, your dream, whether it's for you, your spouse, your children, and the things you could do. You need to have a good leadership without a doubt. You need to look at the leadership in the company. Who are the leaders? What kind of experience have they had in the past? Have they been successful? And the products. Do they serve the people? Do they solve a problem? And how are you different from all the other products out there? What makes you unique?
Hmm. So, when you wanted to start MLM, did you look into other entrepreneurship path, and why did you start with MLM? Did you know somebody there to help you?
It's funny. I've been approached in the past, on and off from different people, and I've always said, "Oh no, no, no." I was always one of those people. And it's funny. I didn't even know what I was saying no to, and that's what I tell people: it's okay to say no, but you really shouldn't know what you're saying no to. So it's always free to listen and learn a little bit. Um, so I was looking, like I said, for something online at home. So I knew it was most likely going to be in the network marketing field. And then I had to kind of narrow it down to the categories that I was interested in, because you have to be able to connect with the product and think about who you're serving, because it's certainly not just about you, it's about who you could serve. And I did. I signed up with a woman, if that I knew from the neighborhood, from the school. She was a mother of one of my students, so I found her very honest and believe it. Like I didn't think she was going to sell me, a bunch of goods just to try to get me in. And we had an honest conversation about network marketing, the pros and the cons, and everything else. And there's no pressure. Sent me a video to watch about the company. I spoke with another leader in the company. She connected me with her upline, and spoke with my husband, and we're like, okay, let's do this. Like I said, it was a low risk, low startup cost, and why not? And with a good company, you should be able to make your initial investment back within 30 to 60 days. So,
So, when you compare yourself with somebody who just started MLM,
Mhm.
and in the middle you may give up
Oh,
and
yes.
stand again. Do you again choose the same thing?
Would I choose the same thing,
Yeah.
network marketing? I
Hmm.
would. I would. I would get started from day one, is what I tell people. I was a little hesitant in the beginning. I thought, I had to be one of those knew everything about all the products, about the business. I had to know everything about everything before I could present this to anyone. I wanted to be fully, fully prepared in my mind. And I don't want to say I wasted time, but I could have gotten started sooner, and it could have been potentially further along. And so, yeah, I had to get my mindset right, and like not be afraid to do things like this, come on camera and, talk to people. And I had to get over that a little bit and over myself. And I think sometimes that's what holds people back too. Knowing they have to kind of step out of their comfort zone a little bit sometimes, but it's obviously so worth it in the end. And yeah, I love sharing the company and the products and the business opportunity here with people, because and now, especially nowadays with everything, our
Yeah,
economy.
yeah, with pandemic, because that's the reason I created this show.
Right.
As I knew a lot of people started their entrepreneurship path and
Hmm.
need some knowledge.
Right. It's
Knowledge is
something.
a yeah,
Um, it's something the government can't shut down. A business the government can't close is your own network marketing.
exactly.
So, yeah, when so many other people are, it was so sad to watch companies close, and you hope they're going to reopen, and they don't, just because they took such a loss. And so, yeah, I'm very grateful that I was able to still
That's
be
great.
working.
What do you see yourself in 5 years? How do you see yourself?
I uh, definitely still with the same company. I can't ever see myself leaving. When you're surrounded with good people, that's kind of where you want to be. I hope to continue to grow, to maybe, move into the role of leadership there within 5 years, and to continue to inspire and educate people on this company and this industry as a whole. Mhm.
To whom you don't recommend entrepreneurship?
To who I don't recommend it, um, anyone who will not put in the work. Really. Otherwise, it's just going to end up costing you money, and you're not going to make your money back. And you're going to be frustrated. Um, so yeah, it is work. I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. It takes a little bit of time, and you have to invest, especially if you don't have a network at first. You need to put yourself out there and build your name and your brand. You need the thick skin in this business, without a doubt. You're gonna hear no a lot, and you can't. It's not anything to be taken personally. So yeah, if you don't have thick skin, and if you're not really willing to do the work, this is definitely not one of those get rich quick schemes. And it's not your upline's not going to do it for you. You're the one who has to make the phone calls and learn and invest in yourself, so you get to the point where hopefully you don't have to one day, because
I
it is
think
a industry of passive income, which is nice.
you pointed a right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people think that online marketing or online business,
Mm-hmm.
it's one day being rich. It's not.
Oh, no.
It's too much work.
it's
You need
it's like any
to
other career, Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You need to build the foundation of your business, and you need to
Yeah.
invest on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the right one that you are passionate about and you already seen some result, then you may never give up.
Exactly. Yes.
But to me, you have to research first.
Of
As you
course.
said,
Yep.
you seen the products, you like it,
Mm-hmm.
and you say, okay, I can even use this product for myself.
Correct.
Because I remember a few years ago, I've been in university, And I thought, oh, it's better somebody just recommend me some MLM. I
Hmm.
didn't like the product.
Right.
And
You
she
have
said, you have to use this product yourself. I said, when I don't like this, how can I
to.
recommend it to someone else, you know?
I agree. Yeah.
No,
That's what
because
we say.
right now I'm a fertility coach, and I do whatever I already tried and I got good result. I'm much happier to show it to my client rather than something I never tried. You
Right.
know,
Right.
maybe that it can give you good result, but because you haven't tried it before, so you don't know what is the experience.
Exactly. You have to speak from experience. And, I used almost every product. We have two new ones that just came out that I didn't get my hands on yet, but I'm hoping to get. But I could talk about my experience, my children's experience on it. We have a whole, testimony page on Facebook I could refer people to as far as products, and see what might work best for them. But you definitely do need to be a consumer of your own product. And another pro is you get to earn your products for free if you're doing it right. So that's
Exactly.
also nice.
Yes. So, what are the three factors that entrepreneurs cannot continue and they just give up?
That they cannot continue. Oh, why they give up? My goodness, this could be so many things. If they get frustrated quickly, if they get discouraged, with it, if things don't work positively, if they don't see results right away, it may take some time to build your brand and to find people to come join you. It's a skill set you have to develop. Um, you know, um, what else? Yeah, your mindset needs to be right. It could be, from one bad review possibly, and then you kind of throw your hands up. You have to learn how to deal with things like that. How to, if things are set back, on a delay, sometimes that happens with the products. You have to learn, how to talk and convey your message to people in a clear way so they understand. Yeah, I think that's it. But, and again, like I said, with a thick skin, because when you're told no a lot, especially in the beginning, I'm assuming, you know, before you can, it could be discouraging, this type of business.
So, I know you did some investment for starting your business,
Hmm.
but there are a lot of entrepreneurs that start their business. They spend a lot of money, and after some time they don't go anywhere and just fail. I mean,
Right.
they don't continue. So, did you already have you already researched about the investment and how much careful were you those days to start
Yes.
with the
Yeah.
company?
Oh yeah, no, I did not say yes right away. I did. I looked into this one particular company, spoke with a lot of people. What I liked about it, as far as investment, was that there was different investment plans you could choose from. So you could choose, it went from $250 up to the most. You never spend more than 1,500 for an investment, and of course, every package comes with different amount in inventory. Everyone's entitled, regardless of the package, to that free online school I spoke of earlier. We have a website, we have a app, endless amount of support, 24/7. Honestly, you could just type in, a question, one of your leaders get back to you. But yeah, in addition to all that, again, the leadership was my big one, was knowing who all the owners were, what their experience was, if they were successful in the past. So I learned all that. I learned about what disruptive products versus just products, what that meant, and how disruptive products are so much better and more secure in this field. Learned that, what solutions we solve, how many products we have. You want to ask, what if is there return policy? What's the company's return rate on the products? Is there a global expansion plan, and what is it? Are you globally now? Are you just in one country, in your own country? Assuming you confirming you could do it virtually. You or carry inventory on what's their requirement. Every network marketing company that I found anyway, when I looked into a few different ones, did require you to make monthly inventory purchases, and that's because you want to have supplies on hand. If you're out of product, you're out of business, because we sample and share our products with people. Is there an income limit? And we had no income limits. I love that. I could bring in a brand new partner under me technically, and he or she could totally outrank and out earn me, depending on how, you know, goal driven they are and what their network is like. And, it's not something, in traditional business, maybe you might get upset if like a new employee came into your corporate America and he or she outranked you in the first few months and got, promoted, and now he or she's doing, making more money, and you were there longer. We don't have that in this business. Or, we get paid 8 different ways. One way is team commissions, so it is definitely a teamwork area. Everyone's encouraging everyone. Yeah. So those are the things that, I had looked into. Those are the things I would suggest to other people to look into when considering a network marketing company. And yeah, take your time, research, do your homework, ask lots of questions.
Exactly. Thank you. And you have a website, facebook.com groups. You have a group, Sino Solutions for Health and Wealth.
Correct. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm on Facebook.
So, do you have any recommendation for people who just want to start entrepreneurship?
Yeah, I would say, you have to find a company with products that you can relate to. Like how we were saying earlier, if you can't relate to them, you're not going to be believable in your message. When you say, oh, I have this great thing, I think you should check it out. And if you can't really talk honestly about it from your heart and why you love them and the problems it solves, I think that might be a problem for you. So you definitely want to be able to find something, I would suggest, that you can relate to. Um, in addition, is it system driven? Because if not, you could have honestly the best product in the world, and if you don't have a system behind it, you're not going to get very far. You're not going to do very well. And that's what we have with our company. Another pro that interests me was that it was system driven. You have, you're backed up and supported constantly. There's no pressure. They don't pressure you. There's no like every month you have to make a certain goal. You make your own personal goals, and they encourage you to meet them, and they'll show you and guide you, and then you in return do that for someone else as you grow your own team.
Yes, it should
Hmm.
be system driven like McDonald's.
Yes.
Because we trust it, because when you buy the franchise, you know that they're going to deliver the same thing that they deliver in other branches.
Exactly. Speaking of franchise, this really is a franchise business. And what makes us a little bit different, if you want to buy traditionally, a franchise at rental properties, for example, you need to purchase each property, like whether, 6 houses, for example, at, say $100,000 a house. That's cheap nowadays. And then you have all the expenses. You have to get a mortgage for each house. You have to, worry about renters, or if it's not rented, and if anything breaks. And network marketing, you make one initial investment. So, the most expensive in our company is $1,500. You'll never pay more than that. You bring on 2 partners, because we're a binary system. So you say you start with 2 people, you put one on the right, one on the left, and you teach them how to do it. And they bring on 2 partners. So now you have 6 locations for the price of 1. Whereas, that would never happen in any other business. So
I
that's
see.
another beauty of. Yeah. Mhm.
I'm happy for you that you finally found your passion and you
Oh,
followed it,
thank you so much.
because entrepreneurship path is not only one path. Everybody should listen to her heart to
Yes.
see what you really want,
Hmm.
because sometimes you is not really good fit for you.
Right. Hmm.
You have to see what is your passion. So don't look at, like, myself, when I wanted to choose entrepreneurship path, I researched a lot about MLM, about many different other paths, so and as you did, you actually
Hmm.
research about different products. Do you really love it?
Right.
And you didn't say yes to it in the beginning, and
Right.
you because you research and you see the result. That's what we need to do. Thank
Mhm.
you so much
Oh, thank you so much. I
here,
appreciate your time.
and yeah, for just explaining this MLM to everybody. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a
Yeah.
good night.